Up on the roof here at Logan and Josh Platt's house at 1915 Botanica Circle in West Melbourne. They asked me to come out and to inspect the roof. After talking to some of the neighbors who have recently had their roofs replaced, they learned about the hail damage that happened last year. The date was 5/4/19, and so since Florida native, that's who I'm with, did the neighbor's roof. They wanted me to come out and inspect their roof, considering the proximity to the damage that the neighbors had. And so I've made some notes up on the roof, and I want to start talking about that now. Here's one example of the hail. You can even see the shiny fiberglass material that's inside the matting of the shingle itself. Mind you, this is almost a year and a half ago that the hail happened. So typically when the hail impacts the roof, it leaves a nice little divot. Sometimes it leaves the granules in there, but a year and a half later, it actually wears it completely out, almost down to the denim-like fabric material that's underneath the shingle. So getting up on the roof, the next thing that I noticed is just the age of the roof. So I think it's at least 12 years old, and what you can see more of the fiberglass matting. Basically, when you lose the granules, which I would say more than 60% of the granules are lost on the roof, two things. Number one, the granules are the sunblock for your house. So when you lose the granules, all the protective chemicals in the asphalt shingles start to leach out, and then the shingles start to become extraordinarily brittle. Look at that. They're literally just like saltine crackers. So then what happens is, well, when you have events like hail, there's not a lot of granules, and it's way more difficult to spot the impact marks as well too, versus a new roof. You can see one here. I also mark up all the metals. Some metals are softer than others, and you can see the dings. Here's a really good example. You can, yeah, it's literally worn through. The hail didn't make the hole, but over time, with the water intrusion, it has worn all the way through. So that's a really good example of hail. Oh, by the way, they moved into this house February, March of last year, and so part of the home inspection report, you'll see a lot of silicone repairs, and there's a section over here. Let's go look at that. Can you see that? That's a really nice impact mark right there. Here's some more hail impact marks. The backside is the most prevalent with the hail. So this was the repair area that I was talking about. Big roof, got to move quick now. We just realized. This is a gas vent. See a nice little ding right there. And then look, somebody left the coil nails 2 years ago. So I marked a 10 by 10 area, and I found, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There must be another one around here somewhere. I wrote 9. Oh, I made these little arrows because usually insurance companies love to explain that, no, that's not hail. That couldn't possibly be hail. That's blisters. Well, here's textbook examples of what blisters look like. So I wanted to point that out so you know what I'm referring to. Literally perfect examples of blisters. See that right there? That's when the shingles heat up so much they literally bubble and then pop. So you can see the clear difference between blisters and hail impacts. NP stands for nail pops. Blisters here, or I'm sorry, hail impacts here. That's blistering. Okay. All right. So last 20 seconds. So we've proved that there's been conclusive proof that there's hail in the area. The Platts are going to call their insurance company and open up a claim, and hopefully I'll meet the adjuster soon. So last 20 seconds, let's talk about when the time comes to redo your roof correctly, how Florida Native is going to do it. Forgive my metal example here, but that's not, the top layer is not nearly as important as all the layers underneath. So if you would imagine this with me, we're going to remove all the shingles, get down to the bare plywood roof. Anything remotely bad we're going to replace, more than likely in this area here. 2 new building code upgrades regarding hurricanes. The first one says re-nail your plywood to your roof trusses. every 6 inches. We go every 4 to 5 inches, so we're gonna double, triple the number of nails holding your plywood to your roof trusses. And the next really most important one is called waterproof barrier or peel and stick. Every inch of this bare plywood roof is gonna be covered in waterproof barrier. So in the event that the neighbor's fence ends up on top of your roof during the next hurricane, damaging your brand new shingle roof, it's still not gonna allow water inside the house with the waterproof barrier. And then on top of that, as a company, we only use CertainTeed Landmark Series shingles. It's the heaviest, it's the thickest, best shingle out there. Same price as the other companies, better warranty. It's just it's the one that we base our business on, basically. Okay, so that's your quick overview. I'm gonna get down and talk more with Logan and Josh. Thanks.